What is up, guys? It's your boy JR Vlogs here. In today's video I got something really special for you guys. Still working on the frame. That's gonna get done pretty soon, but we got some new parts in that I had ordered, and we're gonna put them on today because I'm really excited for it. So today's video, we are putting on long tube headers on my 2017 Chevy Silverado, and I'm really excited for this. I've always wanted to do this. It's actually gonna be a lot more beneficial to my truck, and yeah, leave it at that. But there's a get these old ones off, as you can tell down there, the manifold with the heat shield. All you gotta do is pop off the wires, spark plug wires, and we'll take the bolts out. But first we gotta take it down, apart down by the catalytic converter, and do some cutting. But anyways, these are Speed Engineering long tube headers, and they have O2 sensor plug-ins. Let me see if I can get this flipped around. Right there, so you thread the O2 sensor in right there, and they have extensions that I had to buy. They're $40 extra, so not that big of a deal. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff that comes with it. So you can buy this kit just with the headers alone, and you can buy it with a kit that comes off with a Y pipe, and it so you can put another exhaust on it, which is what I ordered. So I will show you guys that. But first off, we need to get the old one out, so that's what we're gonna work on right now. All right, guys, so there's 4 O2 sensors. This is the rear. This is the rear O2 sensor. Take it out with a 7/8 wrench, and then there's a top one up there, right here, that we already took out. It's right up there where that hole's at, as you can tell. There's another O2 sensor in the rear of this catalytic converter over here, which I already took out, and then there's another one right up there. You can see the wires going into it. All right, guys. So now we got the flange up there that we got to take the nuts off of. The studs are in the manifold. Let's see if I can get the focus. Those nuts right there that I'm showing you guys, those are actually from the manifold, and we just got to take the nuts off. There's 3 of them. There's another one. Can't get the camera to them, but you can see in the corner on the left. There's another one down below. And what we'll use for that is just a 15mm socket and an extension and a swivel, another extension, and then I'm going to hit it with my impact. I don't even care if they break, so try to get that off. Alrighty, guys, this is the driver's side, and we got it unconnected right there. All 3 bolts are off. As you can tell, the clamp thing fell down, so all the nuts are off of there. Those are really pain to get off, actually. One of them goes really easy. The other ones I had to heat like crazy. We do live in a salt state, but this side, passenger side, we got 2 of them off, 1 more to go, and we're gonna heat them up. As you can tell, that one doesn't have one, and that one right there does. So we're gonna take that one off now, and then I'll probably end up having to cut the exhaust, so we'll show you guys that too. But what I've been using is a breaker bar, 3/8 breaker bar, and the size of it is 15mm. So you just get a 3/8 15mm, and after I broke them loose, I could run them off with this Milwaukee, well, it's not an impact, but Milwaukee impact wrench, what they call it. It's only got 30 foot-pounds of torque, but it does the job. Some of them come off with the little stubby 3/8, which has 256 foot-pounds of torque. So that one runs some of them off. And then I got my big one under there somewhere, but that's what we've been doing. So we're gonna get this other one off, and we'll get back to you. All right, guys, we're on the passenger side. Been working at it for a minute. Both those bolts were off last time we checked, and this other one really was a pain in the butt. Heated the heck out of it, got it red hot, and it was just seized down there. So what I ended up doing is this gun down here, 3/8 wouldn't take it off with too many extensions on it. Probably would have if I could get close to it, but I couldn't. So I put the 1/2-inch gun on it with an extension, no swivel or nothing, and well, it took the stud out of the manifold. So that's fine since we're not reusing them, and it better than breaking anything. So got that out. It's getting dark out. Probably won't do anything until the morning, but I'll show you guys what we're gonna be doing next. All right, guys. So what we're doing next is we've already got the flange up there undone, as you can tell, and we got the flange on this side undone, as you can tell. We got all the O2 sensors out. There's one right there. The other one is right there, peeking right there, and we got one right here, and then another one right there. So those are out. Now what I'm gonna do is I have my other exhaust welded right here. All we're gonna do is take a Sawzall and cut it right here. Honestly, I might end up cutting it up front above this cross member, because you're supposed to take the bolts out of the cross member and hold up the tranny to get that exhaust out. I guess I'll find out what we're gonna end up doing, but if I cut it over here, then we're gonna have to take that down, so no biggie, but I'll see you guys in the morning. Just to show you guys, this is the impact that I took it off with. It's my Milwaukee M18 impact. It's got like 1,000, don't mark me, but I think it's got 1,100 and some foot-pounds of torque. But I use it with a chrome socket, I know, but I don't have a 15 black with me. It's in my car, I think. And, but it took the whole stud out, as you can tell. It's hot as heck, so I can't take it out yet, but yep, that's what happened. I used that extension. It's like a little swivel extension, but yep. Alright guys, so we got the Y pipe out with 2 catalytic converters, and this will be going back in for video purposes. But anyways, we took the O2 sensors out and we left them in the positions. We didn't unplug them because the front one is different than the back one, and you don't want to get those mixed up. So we just left them in there for ease of convenience, and they're going back on anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But anyways, now what we're doing is taking the manifold bolts out. I already got one out. See if I can zoom in on it. I got one out of that hole right there that's missing a bolt, and we got more to go. There's 5 total, and you get the gist. You just go down the line and you take them out. So they're only torqued 18 foot-pounds. I want to take the spark plug wires off. I already got the first one off because I did that one, so I'll pull the other ones off. There is a bolt all the way in the back that might be a little hard, but it shouldn't be. These are only torqued to 18 foot-pounds from the factory. This is what the bolt looks like. I got new ones with the kit, so we're gonna put those on instead of these, but these are the bolts, and they will be torqued down again. So, all right, guys. So we got all but one bolt out. The rear one I got from underneath with a wrench. They are 13mm bolts. All I have left is one, and to get it off, you gotta take the dipstick out, which is, let's see if I can get it zoomed in. The dipstick is this right here, black right there, and it's held in there with a torque spit. So we'll unscrew that and we will pull the dipstick out and then get the manifold off. Alright guys, so what we're doing is just we got extension on the bolt with a 13mm socket, and these bolts aren't too tight, only 18 foot-pounds, so all we gotta do is hit them with this. If it's an older vehicle, I wouldn't really do it like this because they might break, but these won't. And there you go. There's the bolt. This is what they look like. It's stuck inside my socket, but that's what the bolts look like. Not too rusted, so we'll get the rest off and we'll show you guys. Alright guys, so what we're doing next is we got both manifolds out. Now what we gotta do is put these O2 sensor extensions in. They don't come with the kit, you have to buy them separate. Like, you can buy them from the same place, but you have to add them onto your cart. So we're gonna put those in. The sensor plug-in is right there. So we're just gonna pop that safety release, pull them out, add that, and we'll be in business. So we're gonna do that to both sides, and we'll get back with you. And those are the front ones. Alright guys, so we got the O2 sensor here. This is the front one. Front one kind of looks a little different than the back, but here's the plug-in for it. This is the O2 sensor plug-in, extension wire plug-in, and you just want to pop that together like that till it clicks. Push that red tab in, and then this end will go back up where we unconnected it. Alright guys, so we got some paper towel up there that we're going to pull out because I had this sitting, so I just plugged them. Alright guys, so we got this header up into place. As you can tell, I got to take the steering linkage apart right there, just 2 bolts. Then you got to pull both ways and it comes off, and then we put it in from the top. Tried it all I could do to get it in from the bottom, but with 4-wheel drive it just wouldn't work. I took the drive shaft off, I took the sway bar off, I took a lot of stuff off. It's been a pain in the butt, but it went through in the top. You just got to take that apart and it slides right in. So I did take spark plugs off just so I didn't break them, and just put those back in. So now we're going to put the gasket in there and thread the bolts in. Alright guys, so this is the new gasket that I have. I bought it with the kit. I think it was $30 extra for gasket and bolts. But it's a 2-piece gasket. It's very, very sharp, so be careful. It tells you what way it goes. This is a manifold side and it's down. So that's how you put it on. And then I got new bolts, which I'll show you. And then these are the new bolts that came with it. It was like $30 for the bolts and the gasket together. And yeah, they gave us 2 extra. There's 5 on each side, and that's what we're gonna do. So we'll put this back on and we'll get back with you after we start the bolts. Alright guys, so we got this side's bolts started. We're not going to tighten them yet because we're going to put the Y pipe in. So we got this piece which goes on off of the driver's side to meet the Y pipe. And I'll show you guys how that goes up in there. But then they give us these clamps, and they're pretty much bands, and you tighten them, and then the exhaust is tight. So we had to take the cross member out. We got it jacked up right now. And yeah, we're going to throw this up in there. Shouldn't be too hard. I'll show you guys. Alright guys, so we're going to start it up real quick. I don't know how good the camera will pick it up, but we'll try it. Okie dokie guys, so that is how long tube header sounds on a 2017 Chevy Silverado. It's 5.3, and yeah, I'll show you other videos of us doing passes in it. We'll see how much performance it gave us more, and we'll do a lot of more testing on it. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned to the channel. The build's only getting started. Just a little stepping stone that we're doing on here. Still got a whole bunch of parts coming, but shipping and everything right now is taking forever. So we will see you in the next video. Take it easy. Peace.